Take a closer look at this pigeon. Looks like an ordinary bird, right? But no, this is actually a CIA spy. Attached to its body is a tiny high-tech camera, and right now it's flying over the Soviet Union to capture images of nuclear submarines. And that dolphin you see? It's being trained to plant bombs on enemy ships. Sounds unbelievable, right? But there's more. See that crow? It's not just flying around randomly. It has a mission to secretly place a microphone inside a KGB agent's hotel room. And this cat? It was sent to spy on Chinese diplomats. A microphone was surgically implanted in its ear and an antenna hidden in its tail. Today, we're diving into 4 of the most shocking missions in history, carried out using animals. But did these missions succeed? And what really happened to these animals? Let's begin.
First, why were animals chosen for these secret missions? Interestingly, animals have abilities that humans simply don't. A dog's sense of smell is up to 10,000 times stronger than ours. Dolphins can use echolocation to detect underwater mines. And most importantly, animals can move unnoticed. A drone would raise suspicion, but a pigeon or crow flying by? No one pays attention. That's why animals were perfect for covert operations. Project Takaya, Crow Mission. In the 1960s, the CIA launched a project to train birds to carry equipment. They tested multiple birds. Hawks were strong but couldn't fly long distances. Owls could see in the dark but struggled in daylight. Then came a brilliant crow named Duda. Training began on San Clemente Island in California. The mission, fly from the island to boats in the ocean and return. The distance was tough, winds were strong. Most birds could only fly about 1.5 miles. But Duda, he could fly over 3.5 miles. Within months, he doubled that distance. Even more impressive, he learned how to adjust his flying height to fight against the wind. When attacked by wild birds, he would fly higher to escape or lure them toward the ocean until they got exhausted.
Duda was so intelligent. He was trained to recognize specific tables, open drawers, carry heavy objects like file folders. The CIA's plan was incredible. An agent would point a laser at a target window. Duda would carry a recording device, fly to the window, and place it there. Then a signal light would guide him back. Perfect plan, right? Not quite. During molting season, crows couldn't fly properly. Once, Duda placed the device on the wrong window. Even when successful, background noise ruined the recordings. And sadly, Duda's story ended tragically. One day, during a mission, 2 wild crows attacked him. They disappeared from sight, and Duda never returned. Pigeon Spy Program. In 1976, satellite images showed Soviet nuclear submarines being built in Leningrad, but the CIA wanted closer, clearer images. Spy planes flew too high, satellites lacked detail. But pigeons, they could fly as low as 100 feet in any weather, day or night, and no one would suspect them. So the CIA created a tiny 16mm camera system weighing just 39 grams. It had a timer that could capture up to 220 photos automatically. But there was a problem. Pigeons would simply fly back home. So the CIA developed the ABC flight system. Point A, release location. Point B, target. Point C, home. Pigeons were trained to go to B, then return to C for food. They also designed creative release methods, hidden under coats, inside briefcases, from modified car floors. But again, problems. Many pigeons got lost. Some were killed by predators. Others died in traffic. And with them, expensive equipment worth thousands of dollars.
Project X-ray, Dolphins. In 1964, an engineer suggested using dolphins in warfare. At the same time, a TV show called Flipper made dolphins look like heroes. The CIA launched a project to train dolphins for military missions. They designed harnesses so dolphins could carry explosives. In one test, a dolphin successfully attached a dummy bomb to a ship's propeller. But the exact type of explosives used remains classified. Some experts even speculate the idea of small nuclear payloads was considered. Dolphins were also used to place microphones on submarines to record engine sounds. However, training dolphins wasn't easy. They are highly social animals and only cooperate with trainers they trust. Building that bond takes time.
Project Acoustic Kitty, the spy cat. Perhaps the most controversial project of all. In 1964, the CIA wanted to record conversations without raising suspicion. Their solution? A cat. Because no one suspects a wandering cat. The plan? A microphone implanted in its ear, a transmitter under its skin, an antenna hidden in its fur. The procedure was safe. The cat wasn't harmed. But here's the problem. Cats don't follow orders. Training them was nearly impossible. Officially, the project was never deployed, but a former CIA officer, Victor Marchetti, claimed otherwise. He said the cat was actually sent on a mission in France to spy on Chinese diplomats. The cat had brain wiring to control distractions, a battery pack inside its body, but as it crossed the street, a taxi hit it. Mission over. $25 million gone. The CIA later denied this story, calling it a joke, but the truth still remains a mystery.